black sun is a symbol with a complex and controversial history, often associated with esoteric and occult traditions. Although it has become a popular subject among conspiracy theorists and alternative historians, its historical roots can be traced back to 20th century Germany, particularly the era of Nazi ideology and the SS under Heinrich Himmler. This video explores the factual origins and evolution of the black sun symbol, as well as its appropriation in various cultural and ideological contexts. The most well-known representation of the black sun is found in Wewelsburg Castle in Germany, which was used by Heinrich Himmler as a ceremonial and ideological center for the SS. In the castle's North Tower, a marble floor features a large circular mosaic composed of 12 radial sig runes arranged in a pattern that resembles a sun wheel. This design, now commonly referred to as the Black Sun, was not known to have an official name or doctrine during the Nazi era. It appears to have been a unique architectural embellishment, possibly intended to represent a mystical or mythologized Aryan past. The exact origins of the design are unclear, and there is no concrete evidence that the symbol was widely used by the Nazis outside of Wewelsburg. However, Himmler and others in the SS were known to have a strong interest in Germanic and Norse mythology, occultism, and pseudo-historical theories about the origins of the Aryan race. The SS sought to establish an ideological foundation that combined nationalism, racial theory, and the mythic past elements that would reinforce their belief in a superior Aryan heritage. The Black Sun floor mosaic is thus viewed by historians as part of this broader myth-making project. Himmler's fascination with mysticism was part of a broader effort to create a quasi-religious narrative that would bind the SS together through myth and ritual. The Black Sun floor mosaic at Wewelsburg became part of this ideological architecture. Wewelsburg was not just a physical space, but a symbolic and imagined center of the world. Modeled after Arthurian legends and medieval mysticism, Himmler saw himself as a modern-day King Arthur, and the SS as a knightly order committed to a cosmic battle for the future of the Aryan race. The castle was intended to be the spiritual heart of a new Germanic empire, with the Black Sun at its symbolic center. The concept of a Black Sun cult emerged more clearly in the post-war period, particularly through the writings and beliefs of occultist and neo-Nazi esoteric thinkers. While there is no evidence of a formal organization by this name during the Nazi era, modern interpretations often describe a shadowy network of ideologues who revered the Black Sun as a source of hidden knowledge or cosmic power. These beliefs blend elements of Nazi mysticism in the European myth and speculative science fiction to construct a pseudo-religious framework. The cult, in this modern sense, is not a centralized group, but rather a loose collective of individuals and subcultures that share symbolic and ideological affinities. In particular, some neo-esoteric circles claim that the Black Sun is a gateway to ancient wisdom or a higher dimension of consciousness. These interpretations are often deeply entwined with racial ideologies and fantasies of a lost Aryan civilization, allegedly possessing advanced spiritual and technological knowledge. Such narratives draw heavily on fictional or speculative sources, often referencing mythical lands like Hyperborea, Thule, or Atlantis. The supposed members or followers of the Black Sun cult are described as spiritual warriors or initiates engaged in a cosmic battle between light and darkness. Occasionally, references to a Black Sun cult appear in fringe literature, underground publications, and online forums that promote esoteric Nazism. These sources often discuss secret rituals, initiatory hierarchies, and apocalyptic prophecies, blending occultism with ultranationalism. Some adherents believe that the Black Sun will rise again in a new age of global upheaval, restoring a mythical order of racial and spiritual purity. While these beliefs are extreme and unfounded, they offer insight into the symbolic potency and adaptability of the Black Sun in radical ideologies. After World War II, the symbol remained obscure for several decades. It's resurfaced in the post-war period, largely through the work of neo-Nazi groups and occult authors who retroactively imbued the black sun with mystical significance. In the 1990s, esoteric writers such as Wilhelm Landige, member of the Esoteric Vienna Lodge, promoted the idea of the black sun as a hidden energy source or a spiritual sun, distinct from the visible sun. According to Landige and others, this inner sun was tied to the ancient wisdom of the Aryans and concealed knowledge lost in antiquity. This reinterpretation had little basis in ancient history or archaeology, but resonated within certain neo-pagan and far-right ideological circles. The black sun gradually became a symbol of hidden power, esoteric wisdom, and racial mysticism in these subcultures. It has since appeared in various forms of literature, artwork, online forums connected to occult nationalism and identitarian movements. In these circles, the black sun is often linked to concepts such as the hollow earth theory, Nordic aliens, and Atlantean civilizational modern mythologies that draw from a patchwork of sources, none of which are historically substantiated. The black sun's post-war transformation highlights how symbols can evolve and accumulate new meanings over time. While its origins were confined to a specific ideological project in Nazi Germany, its post-war interpretations took on a life of their own. Writers and thinkers in esoteric circles began to link the black sun to ancient solar deities, the lost continent of Hyperborea, and even metaphysical concepts like cosmic rebirth. This symbolic inflation was aided by the lack of a canonical interpretations, since the symbol never had an official Nazi doctrine. It became a blank canvas upon which various narratives could be projected. In modern times, the black sun has taken on new meanings and applications beyond its original historical context. It is sometimes used as a symbol in occult and neo-pagan spiritual practices, often without direct political connotations. These interpretations tend to view the black sun as a symbol of personal transformation, inner light, or metaphysical insight. In this context, the black sun becomes a metaphor for the journey into the unconscious, the dark night of the soul, or the death and rebirth cycle found in many mystical traditions. However, due to its associations with Nazi ideology and modern far-right movements, its use remains highly controversial. The Anti-Defamation League lists the black sun as a hate symbol when used in certain contexts, especially when it appears alongside other Nazi or white supremacist imagery. This designation reflects the symbol S continuing use by hate groups and extremist movements in Europe and North America. In some cases, it is worn as a tattoo or displayed on banners and websites as a coded reference to neo-Nazi beliefs. Law enforcement and counter-extremism groups monitor the use of the black sun as part of broader efforts to track the spread of extremist ideology online. Despite these associations, the symbol has also found its way into popular culture, appearing in graphic novels, films, and video games. In these settings, it is usually depicted as a mysterious or malevolent force, reflecting its ominous aesthetic and historical connections. This fictional usage has contributed to its mythologization, further blurring the lines between historical fact and speculative fiction. Examples include the Wolfenstein video game series, which portrays Nazi occultism in a science fiction context, and various television shows and films that use the black sun to evoke themes of ancient evil, secret societies, or supernatural warfare. Academic interest in the black sun has also grown, with scholars examining its role in the development of Nazi occultism, its post-war appropriation, and its significance in contemporary identity politics. Historians of religion, political science, and cultural studies have explored how the symbol functions as a vehicle for myth-making and identity formation in extremist subcultures. The black sun serves as a case study in how symbols can be decontextualized, reinterpreted, and weaponized in ideological conflicts. Its history illustrates the intersection of myth, memory, and politics in the modern world. Some academic works have explored parallels between the black sun and other solar or cosmological symbols, found in world religions. For instance, the ancient symbol of the swastika once, a symbol of good fortune and cosmic order in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism, was appropriated by the Nazis and transformed into a sign of racial hatred. Similarly, the black sun may draw unconscious power from older archetypes of solar symbolism, even if its modern usage is largely a 20th century invention. This process of appropriation and reinterpretation is a common feature in the history of symbols. From recent years, renewed interest in esotericism and alternative spirituality has led to a resurgence of the black sun in New Age and occult literature. Some authors and spiritual practitioners claim that the black sun represents a higher dimensional energy source or an alchemical process of inner transformation. These views are often speculative and lack empirical support, but speak to the enduring allure of mysterious and forbidden symbols. The black sun becomes a canvas for exploring themes of darkness, power, and the unknown in a spiritual register. Digital culture has accelerated the spread and mutation of the black sun symbol. Online platforms allow for the rapid dissemination of images, memes, and reinterpretations. This has led to a fragmented and pluralistic understanding of the symbol where it may simultaneously appear as a historical artifact, a hate symbol, a spiritual glyph, and a pop culture reference. This multiplicity reflects broader trends in digital symbolism, where meaning is fluid and context dependent. In conclusion, the black sun is a modern esoteric symbol that originated in Nazi-era Germany, specifically at Wewelsburg Castle, and later evolved through reinterpretation by post-war occultists and ideological groups, while it carries potent imagery and symbolic meaning. Its mystical and conspiratorial interpretations are not grounded in verifiable historical traditions. Understanding its origins and use helps contextualize the symbol and distinguish fact from fiction in the broader chrono narrative surrounding the black sun. Its journey from architectural motif to cultural meme offers a case study in how symbols are created, contested, and reimagined in the modern world. As the symbol continues to appear in various domains, politics, spirituality, entertainment, and academia, critical engagement with its history is essential. Only by examining the roots and trajectories of such symbols can we understand their power and influence in shaping collective consciousness. The black sun, like all potent symbols, reflects not only the past, but the fears, hopes, and struggles of the present.